Elon Musk. I pay very little attention to that because I know our laws are not racist. They are empowerment laws that are meant to empower the various people in our country who were discriminated against.
The clash between Cyril Ramaphosa and Elon Musk has sparked a global debate. And trust me, this is not just about business. It's about power, laws, and who really gets to set the rules. Stay with us till the end, because this video reveals something deeper than headlines suggest. And if you want more sharp African insights like this, subscribe to African Spotlight and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out. It all started when Elon Musk took to X and made a bold claim. His company, Starlink, was being blocked from operating in South Africa simply because he is not black. That's a serious accusation, one that immediately caught global attention. Musk didn't stop there. He went further, criticizing South Africa's black economic empowerment policies and even comparing them to the painful history of apartheid. That comparison alone raised eyebrows across the world. But then came the response from President Ramaphosa, and it was direct and firm. He dismissed Musk's claims as completely false. According to him, South Africa's laws are not racist. They are corrective. They are designed to fix deep inequalities left behind by apartheid, not to create new ones. And importantly, these laws apply to everyone equally, whether you are a local startup or a global billionaire. Have a watch.
And last question, Mr. President. A South African-born billionaire who owns Starlink and Twitter has been crying foul of South Africa's BBBE policies, labeling them as racist laws, saying that he can't operate in the country because he is not black. And of course, he's gone on a social media campaign where he's saying a lot of things about the country. Just your reactions to that. Thank you very much.
Elon Musk. I pay very little attention to that because I know our laws are not racist. They are empowerment laws that are meant to empower the various people in our country who were discriminated against. And discrimination was perpetrated against black people, in particular Africans, colored and Indians. It was perpetrated against the women of our country. May I say, white women were also affected. And what we are seeking to do in implementing the constitutional imperative that is in our constitution is to redress the imbalances of the past. And to do so, the constitution has empowered us to pass laws that are empowering, not racist. And it's interesting for me that he does not talk about the racist laws of the past, because those laws of the past actually said black people may not do A, B, C, D. They may not live in this place or that place. They may not do certain jobs. And this was delineated by race. He will never find race-based laws in our laws. They are laws that are empowering all our people. Now, just to be clear, offshore-based companies that have difficulty because of their shareholding offshore where they come from, to in the end comply with the equity portion of our black economic empowerment architecture, are given an opportunity through the equity equivalent process where they can do other things that are empowering. It could be in enterprise development, it could be in education, it could be in community development and all that. And many South American companies are complying with that. More than 600 US-based companies, including the blue chip companies such as Google, Amazon, Microsoft, you name them, even the big ones like General Electric. When they come to do business here, they comply with our laws. Just like all other US companies comply with the laws of the various countries where they operate. So singling out our BEE laws is to me quite dishonest, because if you look at our laws, you'll find that they are empowering. We also want to empower white women who were discriminated against because of their gender. Like black women were discriminated against because of their gender. And when we talk about that, we talk about all those who were held back by previous laws in our country. So I don't pay much attention.
Now here is where things get interesting. South Africa requires telecom companies to meet certain conditions before they can operate. One key rule is that companies must allocate a portion of ownership, about 30%, to historically disadvantaged groups. This is not a hidden rule. It is written clearly in the country's regulatory framework. Musk, however, has refused to follow this requirement. But wait, there's more. The government didn't just shut the door. They offered an alternative, the equity equivalent program. This allows companies like Starlink to invest in local communities, education, or infrastructure instead of giving up ownership shares. In simple terms, South Africa said, if you don't want to share equity, then contribute in another meaningful way. That sounds like a compromise, right? So the big question is this really discrimination? Or is it just a case of a company not wanting to follow local rules? Think about it. If a foreign company wants to operate in the United States, it must follow US laws. The same applies in Europe, Asia, or anywhere else. No country simply opens its doors without conditions. So why should Africa be expected to do things differently? This is where the bigger picture comes in. Africa is changing. Countries like South Africa are no longer willing to bend their rules just because a powerful name is involved. The message from Ramaphosa is clear. The market is open, but the rules are not optional. At the end of the day, this is not just about Elon Musk or Starlink. It's about sovereignty, fairness, and respect. Should global billionaires adapt to local laws, or should countries adjust their systems to please powerful investors? Now, we would like to hear from you, dear brothers and sisters. Do you think Elon Musk is right to call this discrimination? Or do you stand with President Ramaphosa that the law must apply to everyone equally? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to African Spotlight and turn on the notification bell so you stay updated with powerful stories shaping Africa every single day.